Course title, Assessment and Evaluation in Education. Course No, Ed 461 Nature of Course, Theoretical. Level, B.Ed. Credit hours, 3. Semester, 6th Teaching hours, 48. 1 Course Description. This course is designed to provide students with an understanding of the basic concepts of test, assessment, measurement, and evaluation in education. It also intends to help students understand different types of evaluation and qualities of a test. It further deals with the construction and purposes of teacher-made test, measuring instruments, administration and scoring of the test, use of statistics in the interpretation of test results. Moreover, students will be familiar with the current assessment system at the school level of Nepal. 2 General Objectives. The general objectives of the course are as follows: to provide the students with a deeper understanding of the concept of test, assessment, measurement and evaluation, to acquaint the students with types and qualities of the test, to develop skills among the students in constructing test items with technical qualities, to enable the students in administering and scoring different types of test items, to enable the students to analyze the test results, to familiarize the students with the existing evaluation practices of the schools of Nepal. 3 Specific Objectives and Contents. Specific Objectives. Contents: differentiate test, measurement, assessment and evaluation. Explain various types of evaluation in terms of purpose, tools, and uses. Unit 1, Assessment and Evaluation, 8. 1.1 Concept of test, measurement, assessment and evaluation. 1.2 Types of evaluation, purpose, tools, and uses. 1.4.1 Diagnostic. 1.4.2 Placement. 1.4.3 Formative. 1.4.4 Summative. Explain the essential qualities of a test. Explain the methods of estimating. Reliability. Describe various types of validity. Unit 2, Characteristics of a test, 10. 2.1 Essential qualities of a test. 2.1.1 Reliability. 2.1.2 Validity. 2.1.3 Objectivity. 2.1.4 Usability. 2.2 Methods of estimating reliability. 2.2.1 Test retest. 2.2.2 Parallel form. 2.2.3 Split halves. 2.2.4 Kuder-Richardson method. 2.3 Types of validity. 2.3.1 Content. 2.3.2 Criterion, concurrent and predictive. 2.3.3 Construct. Explain the teacher-made test. Discuss the purposes of testing. Explain the meaning, types, construction and uses of subjective and objective type tests. Identify necessary process for preparing test items. Discuss the cognitive domain of the taxonomy of educational objectives. Plan the test for classroom testing. Purpose. Write instructional objectives for testing. Prepare specification chart. Construct subjective and objective test items. Unit 3, Construction of Teacher-Made Test, 12. 3.1 Concept of Teacher-Made Test. 3.2 Purposes of Testing, Instructional, Grading, Diagnostic, Selection, Placement, Counseling, Curricular Decisions and Policy Making. 3.3 Types of Test Items. 3.3.1 Subjective Test, Types, Construction and Uses. 3.3.2 Objective Test Items, Types, Construction and Uses. 3.4 Taxonomy of Educational Objectives, Cognitive Domain. 3.5 Teacher-Made Test, Construction Process. 3.5.1 Planning the Test. Writing Instructional Objectives. Preparing Specification Chart. 3.5.2 Preparing the Test. Preparing Test Items. Preparing Instructions. Preparing Scoring Key and Marking Scheme. Describe the necessary conditions and administration of test. Suggest measures for scoring the subjective and objective answer sheets. Apply frequency of distribution. Graphical representation, central tendency and standard deviation in interpreting test scores. Unit 4, Administration, Scoring and Analysis of Test. 8. 4.1 Conditions and Administration of Test. 4.2 Scoring of subjective and objective answer sheets. 4.3 Statistical Analysis of Test Scores. 4.3.1 Frequency Distribution. 4.3.2 Graphical Representation, Line Graph, Bar Graph and Pie Chart. 4.3.3 Central Tendency, Mean, Median, Mode. 4.3.4 Measure of Dispersion, Standard Deviation. Explain the current assessment system of school education in Nepal. Describe the techniques for assessing Students with special needs. Explain the meaning, process and practice of continuous assessment. System. Unit 5, Current Student Assessment System in Nepal. 10. 5.1 Existing Student Assessment System at School. Level. 5.2 Assessing Students with Special Needs. 5.3 Continuous Assessment System, CA. Describe the policies, practices, challenges and issues related to student assessment system at the school level of Nepal. Concept, process, and practice. 5.4 Challenges and issues of existing student assessment system at school level. Note, figures within parenthesis indicate approximate teaching hours. 4 Instructional Techniques. The instructional techniques for this course are divided into 2 groups. The first group consists of general instructional techniques applicable to most of the units. The second group consists of specific instructional techniques applicable to specific units. 4.1 General Instructional Techniques. Introductory presentation on each topic of the unit by the teacher. Use of lecture, question-answer, discussion, brainstorming, and buzz sessions. 4.2 Specific Instructional Techniques. Unit suggested specific instructional techniques. 3 students will be divided into groups and they will be sent to school with their constructed test items for their administration. Students will have to score different types of test items administered in the schools. Students will have to calculate frequency distribution, mean, mode and median, and standard deviation. These students will be assigned individually to visit schools in order to study assessment system. Students will prepare reports on policy and practices of assessment system in the schools of Nepal and present in the class. Presentation will be followed by teachers' feedback. 5 Evaluation. 5.1 Internal evaluation 40%. Internal evaluation will be conducted by subject teacher based on following activities. 1. Attendance 5. 2. Class participation 5. 3. First assignment, group work based on school visit Unit 3, 10. 4. Second assignment, based on reports on Nepalese education system Unit 4, 10. 5. Third assignment, written test, objectives and subjective, 10. Total 40. 5.2 Final/semester evaluation 60%. Examination Division, Office of the Dean, Faculty of Education will conduct final examination at the end of semester. Objective type question, multiple choice 10x1 points, 10. Short answer questions, 6 questions x 5 points, 30. Long answer questions, 2 questions x 10 points, 20. Total 60. Recommended books. Agarwal, J.C., 1997. Essential of Examination System, Evaluation, Test, and Measurement. New Delhi. Vikas Publishing House, Private, Limited, Unit I4. Ebel, R.C., 1972. Essentials of Educational Measurement. Englewood Cliffs, New Jersey, Prentice Hall. Unit I and II. Gupta, S.P., 1991. Statistical Methods. New Delhi, Sultan Chand and Sons Publishers. Unit 4. Kubizin, T. and Borich, G., 2003. Educational Testing and Measurement, Classroom Application and Practice. Singapore, John Wiley Sons. Unit 1 and 2. Lin, R.L. and Grunlund, N.E., 2008. Measurement and Assessment in Teaching, 9th ed. India, Pearson. Education. Unit 1 to 3. Popham, W.J., 1981. Modern Educational Measurement. Englewood Cliffs, New Jersey, Prentice Hall, Unit 1 and 2. Singh, A.K., 2004. Test, Measurement and Research Method in Behavioral Science, 3rd ed., revised. Reprinted. Bardi Baban, P.and.D. Unit 1 to 4. Thorndike, R.L. and Hegen, 1977. Measurement and Evaluation in Psychology and Education, 4th ed. New York, John, Wiley and Sons. Unit 1 and 2. References. Adhikari, B.K., 1959 B.S. Educational Measurement and Evaluation. Kathmandu, Pinnacle Publication. Freeman, R. and Lewis, R. 2005. Planning and Implementing Assessment. London and New York, Routledge. Falmer Publication. JBR, SP and ET. AL, 2061 BS. Theory and Practice of Measurement and Evaluation in Education. Kathmandu, Vidyarthi Pustak Bandar. Connell, P. 2061. Education Research Methodology. Kathmandu, Kirtipur, Students Book Publishers and Distributors. Sidhu, K.S., 2005. New Approaches to Measurement and Evaluation. New Delhi.